What is up, guys? So the other day I posted this video on TikTok, that's right here. I saw this really weird thing and I asked you guys what it was and nobody answered. And I was like, okay, if nobody even on TikTok knows what it is, I gotta figure it out. So today I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna cut all the line off of this thing and I'm gonna see what is underneath that and try to see if I can remove it or if I'm not supposed to remove it. Because now that I'm thinking about it, there's a sewage treatment plant here, and what if it's to do with the sewage treatment? Like, that would be really strange and also really bad if I uncorked the sewage treatment and then all of a sudden raw sewage is just spewing out. Like, I just realized that that could be what it is. So anyways, I'm gonna cut all the line off of it. We're gonna look at what it is and then make a decision. So if you're coming from TikTok, once again, the hammer emoji, because we're taking on that beast down in the ocean. We're gonna see what it is. I really appreciate your guys' support from TikTok. It's super awesome. You guys are coming over here to YouTube, showing love on the channel. And then go down and hit subscribe and ring the bell too. It's the best way to make sure you get notified every time I post a video or when I go live underwater. You don't wanna miss it. All right, let's get in the water. Woohoo! We are in the water. Found some treasure already. It's a fin to a surfboard, and then I'm like, okay, this must be a honey hole because we found the fin. I wonder what other stuff is there. And then I went to a different hole nearby and I found a couple of shells. I'm just holding myself down there on the rocks, grabbing little stuff. Found that blue piece of plastic or something. Not the best shells, but they're cute. And then I found this fishing weight, and oh man, it's starting already. It's a sock, and I can tell that a boy owned this one. Dang it. And then wouldn't you know, it's another sock. And then whatever this big pile of stuff is, I'm like picking through it, trying to see what I can grab. Don't have anywhere to put all this stuff, so I'm just holding it all, and honestly can barely tell what this stuff is, but I know that it doesn't belong in the ocean. So I'm just grabbing each thing, adding it to my collection. That's a big chunk of wood, some hair ties, another hair tie, 2 hair ties actually, a sticker or something. And then I'm like, okay, I need some air. Look at all this crap that I've found already. Back down, another sticker. Oh my gosh, is that another sock? Just a shroud of sand. I can't tell any of what I'm looking at. I think I could see better in real life, but the GoPro has a hard time looking through it. And then, wait, what is that? No way. An action cam, are you kidding me? I couldn't believe it. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh man, it's all worth it now. All these freaking socks and the action cam, let's go baby. Super stoked on that find. It was literally only like 10 or 15 minutes out there just looking around, trying to find that beast, and then just picking stuff up while I was searching around. And then I had that fire belly. I was like, I'm gonna find another action cam. There's gotta be one sitting in this pile of stuff. There's so much stuff here. There's gotta be another GoPro or something. And it was just trash, and I promise I didn't leave it. I was just looking at it. My hands were full already. And then on my way in, I found the beast. This is the thing that I'm trying to cut all the line off of. And it's got this big piece of rope attached to it. I have no idea what this stuff is, what the purpose is, or anything like that. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta come back here with my bag. And then I found one more thing and I'm like, what the heck is this? And it looks like it could be some kind of like sewage or pipe something. So I'm trying to clear the sand up, but the problem here is that the sand is always coming back because it's moving around so much. You can see that the waves are pushing me back and forth the entire time. So I'm just trying to figure out what everything is. And then I'm back on shore throwing the stuff away that I had. So if someone asks me, what do I do with this stuff? I put it in the trash can and then that guy takes care of it. So that's really awesome. And then Brittany found this thing. She said that it was a shark tooth. And I was like, Brittany, I think that might be a rib. And then I found this piece of a red Solo cup and these other random pieces of plastic and some kind of wrapper to candy or something, some more random plastic, a hair tie, piece of tape or something, I don't really know. In the bag, it's nice to have that bag with me. I can just put stuff in it. A blue Solo cup, what the heck? And then starting to find that honey hole of trash again. Found another big pile. It's mixed kind of like debris that's meant to be there and debris that's not. And then, uh-oh, Corona time. Pouring that out, pour one out for my homies, and then, oh, it doesn't want to go down, it's full of air, and then I stuff it in, fills up with water, and then it's finally sinking. Then I found, I don't know, just random stuff. Soda can, plastic, piece of a dingle hopper. I accidentally dropped the soda can and the hair tie and then grab another piece of plastic. Put put those in the bag so I don't drop them, and then a big piece of fiberglass off of someone's broken surfboard, a hair tie, and then I can't find the beast again. I'm like rolling around in the dark basically because it's so stirred up from the waves. Some more random trash, and then I see it floating around in the distance. Another sock, dang it. And then another piece of a Solo cup, another sock. Oh my gosh, another sock. Why are there so many socks in the ocean? Come on. And then I accidentally grabbed that sea cucumber. I realized it's a sea cucumber. And then some more random trash in here. Hair tie, string, trying to get the organic debris off of it. Another, oh no, it's not a sock, but it looked like it. Some random plastic. I don't even know what some of this stuff is, but I can tell it doesn't belong in the ocean. Soda can. Oh my gosh, so much trash. Dingle hopper with a scoop part to it. I don't know what that is. And then someone's visor. And then I realized the visor is attached to like, oh my gosh, so much stuff. So I'm pulling this up and I'm like, okay, there is just a lot to deal with right here. There's a lot of organic material. Hi, this is where all the stuff is. Yeah. But there could be a GoPro. Luckily, Brittany's nearby. I think I'm gonna ask her for some help because I don't even know what to do with all this stuff. I'm trying to pick it apart. Will you hold the bag open for me so I can put stuff in it? I'm losing pieces, so I'm like, okay, Brittany, come help me out here. And then I'm picking this apart, and it's just like not even coming apart. It's just breaking into, I don't even know. And then I take that one piece of coconut husk, and then I'm like, okay, the rest is going in there. And then what did you know it? More socks. Who would have expected more socks down here? And I'm just like, okay, hopefully there's a GoPro. Hopefully all this is worth it. I don't know what this big chunk is, so I leave it. It looks like it could be organic, and then another sock going in there, and then a piece of whatever that is coming off. Oh my gosh, another sock. Crazy. Another sock, hair tie, soda can. Wow, nobody would have ever expected this. Oh my gosh. And then that sticker down there, they get a little bit of advertisement right here, but they're kind of polluting. And then what is this? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh my God, I realized it's a diaper. Gross. Some more random plastic. And then a piece of a dingle hopper right there that I forgot to grab. So hopefully I went back and got it off camera or something. I think I was getting bored of recording all this stuff. And then another piece of a sock or something. And then another sock. If anyone's counting, let me know how many socks there were. Soda can, socks, you know, the usual. I hope you guys aren't getting bored because I'm almost getting bored announcing all the stuff that I'm finding. But yeah, I want to show you guys all the stuff that's down here because it's just crazy. All right, here, you want to hold the bag for me? I'll go work on that thing for a little bit. So I gave Brittany that massive bag of trash and I went down and was like, okay, what can I start to work on this thing? It is just such a mess. I don't even know where to begin. So I just go in and start stabbing and I'm trying to slice through it. And it's like, it's such a mess that like, it felt like I cut through a bunch of stuff and then nothing happened. So I'm at least starting to cut it away enough that I can see what's going on. And then I start to notice that there's this big chunk of fishing line that's caught on it. So I'm like, okay, if I cut here, making sure I'm using the serrated side of my knife because I've been using it a lot, haven't sharpened it, so it's kind of dull. And then I'm just pulling and cutting, and then I'm up to get some air, and then back down, working on it again. And then I realized that this one bit right here, you can't really see it as the sand pulls over the camera, but I'm just trying to cut away what I can. And then I see that there's this one part that if I slide off of this thing, if I'm able to, I don't even know if it's smooth, but I'm like, okay, if I slide this off while the current is blasting me back and forth, if I can slide this off, then I'll be able to pull the whole thing off. So I'm just trying to slide it because I know I can't slice on that. Oh, and then I got it. Okay, so I've got that big chunk off, and then I'm like, okay, let's get some air, and then back down, working on it again. Each time I go up, I'm taking like 2 or 3 minutes to breathe at least, and then I think I'm down for like 45 seconds, maybe a minute each time. No, it looks like 45 seconds looking at the time code, but yeah, so I'm down there, and then the wave is pushing this thing back over where I've already gotten, so it's like confusing me, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut it and yank what I can, not try to get it all at once. I know it's making a mess down there, but I'll get this big chungus and then give that to Brittany. Here's a big chunk. And then she can hang on to that for me, and at this point the bag is crazy heavy. Good thing we have the bag from Harry Potter that never runs out of room. And actually it didn't run out of room. It was completely full, and Brittany was like, I'm tired of holding it. So we went up on shore. She was like, you should show it off. So I'm just showing it off really quick. Might take a thumbnail from this, might not, I'm not sure. But that's me. And then we went and dumped it out. I forgot to film it. But then on the way back out, I found this fin that was completely stuck down there. It looks like it got ripped off of someone. And then that hole was full of stuff. It had sunglasses, some other random trash. I was like, okay, is there gonna be a GoPro in here? Alas, no GoPro. So I put the stuff in my bag. Nice to have an empty bag again. And then grab my trusty knife. And you can see how I had my fin over the other fin. And yeah, so back on it, just seeing what I can cut, what I can pull. And the waves are crazy today. I thought it was gonna be calm waves. My auntie told me the swell was done, but the swell was not done. So I was getting pushed back and forth all over the place. And so I'm like, okay, just a couple more cuts. I think I can pull this thing off. I'm trying to do what I can, slide that part off of this post thing. I have no idea what this thing is, like absolutely no clue. I don't know if this is like a crank or like a top to something, but I don't want to mess with it because like I said before, it's right outside the sewage plant. And I finally got that piece off and it's full of sand because I think that this is like a pillowcase or something. And it's just holding all of this sand. So I'm trying to get out what I can so that it's not so heavy. And then I've put it into my bag and then yeah, I'm able to get that whole thing in the bag. So that's good. So at this point, I've gotten like 2 full bags full, and then I'm back down there trying to see what to make of this thing. Like, what is this? What else can I cut off? What can I do? My bag is wrapping around it. And I'm just like, what is this thing? So it's literally bolted down, but that it doesn't tell me everything. And the sand moves around so much that I can't just dust it off like I did with the PVC pipe out of the other beach. And so I'm like looking at this again, I'm like trying to figure out what these other pieces are. And then I realized that this, whatever this cloth thing is that's stuck down, it's stuck to something that's bolted. So I can feel down there's some sort of metal piece, and then it's attached to this other rope. So I start pulling on the other rope, and then the rope leads back to this big thing. And then I'm like, okay, do I cut this off or do I leave it? Because it gives me a really good handle, honestly. And so it's like kind of good for me to have this rope down there so that I can hold on to something while I'm down there, trying to figure out what all this stuff is. Some more rubbish down there. And then there's the other piece. I'm like, is this just seaweed? I'm like, no, it's not. It's rope that's stuck to something, and I can feel something else is metal down there. And then I start to dust this thing off. I'm like, oh my gosh, is this a treasure chest? Not a treasure chest, it's just more trash. And it's attached to this thing that looks like it could be a pipe, but the pipe has an end. So I'm wondering if this is like old stuff that used to be a pipe that was attached to something, and then they were done with it, so they left it out there. So I'm gonna kind of put this video up and let other people check this out. I'm gonna send it to some people that I know here that are older than me, that have been living here longer. Maybe they're gonna know what it is. And I just have no idea what all this stuff is, but if I can take it out, I'm gonna take it out. So if I find out that it's only buried to a couple feet and it's not attached to anything crazy, I'm gonna do my best to remove it, because this does not belong out here getting line stuck on it. Because what happens is when line gets stuck on something, then living sea creatures get stuck on the line and then they die. So yeah, one more piece here. I'm like finding more bolts and stuff. I'm just trying to dig it out to see what it is, try to show you guys. You can see briefly that there's a bolt there, but it's really hard to see through all the sand. So you guys are gonna have to take my word for it. Just one more time, I want to show you guys the bolts there. This is where we make sure that we have good confirmation of what's there. Hold on, don't go anywhere, guys. The video's not over yet. So remember, we found that GoPro, and I'm gonna do a double feature today. So the next video coming up right after this one, premiering right now, is looking through the footage and then giving it back to the owners. We met up with them. They were super awesome people, and they were so excited to get their camera back. So don't go anywhere. You're gonna wanna keep watching because it was so crazy. So anyways, so that was crazy how much trash we found down there at the bottom of the ocean at Sandy's. I think it was like a hole where everything goes. There was like 30 socks. If someone was counting how many socks, leave the comment down below. I want to know. I didn't actually go back and check, but oh my gosh, there were so many socks and the fishing line, and we found 2 visors, and I don't even know what else there was. Like some of that stuff, it was unidentifiable. It was been there for so long. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, watching us clean up all of this trash. If you did, leave a big thumbs up on it. So go to my channel right now if you want to see the GoPro getting returned to the new friends that we made. They were super awesome people. The video should be premiering right now, so don't miss it. Okay, I'll see you guys over there.